3, 5, 4, bum. Okay, I swear this is definitely gonna be like the last video where I just talk randomly and do bullshit. You won't have to see this ugly mug for a while after this. If you couldn't tell, I'm incredibly sick. I got crunchy cough. I got like fiberglass just like pouring out of my face right now. You can see it. It's coming out of my eyeballs and stuff. And you know. So, yeah. Hopefully I don't have as many problems as I did trying to record webcam stuff. I don't know why that's such a problem. Maybe I should just stick with Bandicam. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Bandicam sucks. Bandicam's stupid. So, I just want to talk about videos today. I don't know. Talking about some videos, some stuff, some old things I had running, had in the goods. And, yeah. So anyway, I'm just going to go over what I want. If I don't cover what you want, I don't care. And we're going to probably be covering all the stuff that's actually listed on my channel. Dude, you see the amount of videos I have? Like 4 days ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 6 years ago. Man, I have like 500 unlisted or privated videos, and they're going to stay that way. Now, keep in mind, some of them are in the playlists, very specifically the, I want to say, I think the legit food reviews are still listed. Are they? They've got to be. No, they're not. The playlists are still listed, though, so if you really want to find them, some of them you can. Some of them you can, but, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to start from bottom, and then I'm going to do a couple, and then I'll answer the one question I got when I asked for questions, because nobody cares. And then we are going to do nothing, and we're just going to end the video there, because I don't know. Low effort content. I swear I'm going to stop after this. I will focus on the Zomboid video. Alright, so Fergre. Now, it's been a while since I've talked about Fergre, really. I did recently do the Fergre remaster thing. Fergre Rebirth, I guess. If you don't know what Fergre is by now, man, why are you here, alright? Like, Fergre was pretty much the lifeblood of my channel for a bit, and the thing it was just a cop-out. I want to make a Gmod series. Here's how it went, alright? Sorry. Here's how it went. Is Mr. Znate was and for the longest time making Gary's Mod Doctor Who. Yeah, there's his 154 views. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. But he was making it for the longest time. Those things were getting cranked out, and I was like helping with a couple of them. Didn't really help with that many, to be honest. It was more just for a very short span of time, and then 12-year-old things happened. Anyway, I wanted to make a Gary's Mod series, but I'm like, I don't want to make it, based on a series. I don't want to make, Gary's Mod, Courage the Cowardly Dog. I want to make Gary's Mod original thing. Probably a bad idea. Actually, no, not probably. It was a very bad idea, because you are asking, I think, an 11-year-old kid at that point to make a mature. I gotta stop touching this thing. I'm retarded. A mature, big quotations on that. Gary's Mod story. It never turns out well. And it was stupid. For the longest time, especially in the first couple episodes. First, 10, I want to say. First, I'll put to 9. It was just like, hey, let's play or I am going to play Gary's mod and fuck around and then turn it into a Fergre episode sometime, maybe. Mr. Beast. In some way I might, I mean, there was some that had actual, like, actual story to it. Like, I can't think of any. But then you have something like Fergre 4, which is just walking around in a mall. Look, I have a rocket launcher there. Walking around in a mall and then
special Ainsley spiced mashed bacon.
Like, why am I listing off the specials? That's part of the map, dude. Like, stop! It's an hour-long video. Why? Why did you do this? Fuck. It's the classic of, like, if I could go back to... Stop. That's so loud! If I could go back and talk to 12-year-old me, I wouldn't say anything. I'd just punch him straight in the face. I would, like, cave his skull in with a cinder block. A lot of people say that. And by a lot of people, I mean Mr. Sebthorst. He really does not like older him. I mean, I don't think anybody likes an older version of themselves. They, it's very cringy a lot of the time. That's just how it goes, though. That's how, that's what maturing is realizing that, hey, N-word plus loud noise sometimes does not equal funny. There's got to be some variation. Anyway, I've talked about Fergre long enough. Fergre is a series. Takes place in the half... Oh, fuck. It takes place... damn webcam. It takes place kind of in the Half-Life unit. I made a whole diagram of this thing. It's in here. It's got to be in here somewhere. I did calculate the entire time that Fergre takes place over. No, that's Brink. I don't think I saved it. That says flush your poo. Wondrous. Okay, yeah, I don't think I saved it in here, but first, Fergre time, it takes place over... No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. April 2003 to December 2008. I mean, I guess that works. Yeah, sure, why not? Anyway, the universe is pretty much a mashup of mostly Half-Life with a little bit of Stalker elements, especially at the end there. It was very Stalker-focused. Probably a product of just, I was playing the game at the time. I'm a big fan of Stalker. But I feel like those universes are not too out there to put together, It's not like you're saying The Walking Dead and Breaking Bad are in the same thing. Is that fucking crust on the bottom of my controller? How did that get there? Why is that there? That is so fucking... That is nasty! I'm getting sidetracked here. I got ADHD or something. Done with Fergre. That's it for Fergre. Boom. Boom. Fergre done. Fergre done. Okay. So we gotten Fergre out of the way. The voice everything. That's probably one of the other big ones. There's nothing to say about it, really. It's called I wanted to... I did voiceover stuff, i.e. the legacy voiceover. Now, when I say voiceover, it's more like a cacophony of, like, trash cans banging together. Because I can't really sing at all. But that's not gonna... That doesn't stop me from sounding absolutely stupid and just deciding to do it. So I'm like, what if I just talk? And I incorporated that into the Team Fortress 2 ones. And the expiration date one was the worst because I had to get my friends to do voice lines. And if you've ever had friends do voice lines, I've had to do it with like 4 different groups now. There's always one person in said group that will not get the voice lines to you. You ask them, they're not going to get them to you. Ask them a month later, yeah, not going to get them to you. You have to either hold them at gunpoint to do the voice lines, or you choose somebody that is... You either choose somebody that is worse to do the voice lines, or you just do them yourself. It's one or the other, and it's going to happen. That's why this expiration date one took so long. I swear that was on hiatus for a good 7 months, just because I couldn't get specific voice lines. But most of the voice everything ones, it's just funny. It's just I wanted to do it, and it was funny in my mind. And I think rewatching them, well, I don't rewatch them on the regular, but I think watching them over every once in a while, I think it is just it's funny. It's goofy. It's not going to make me laugh out loud, but it's goofy. It gives me a chuckle. I recently changed my TF2 kill sound. I don't know why I haven't unlisted this video yet. It's just funny kill sound, and it was like 4-year-old jokes. That's going to be gone after I put this thing out. Maybe. Okay, what's other big ones? The me at age. There have been 2 of those. So I guess that qualifies as something, the fucking Best Buy secrets. Okay, so the me at age ones. It's pretty simple. If you don't know, which you probably do know because most of us here are source people gamers. This is not NBA 2K channel. This is Gary's Mod. Fucking Gary's Mod again. Team Fortress 2 again. That sort of shit. Counter-Strike Go again. But there's a source guy YouTuber named Desync who pretty much speaks like, I'm gonna talk like, dude. I can't really do it because I got fiberglass in my throat. But okay, so now we're gonna do this. So now we're gonna do this, and he just sounds disinterested in the whole thing, and then something happens and it cuts off and it's funny. Sometimes that's pretty much just what I was going for throughout those entire things. I think it gets a chuckle. It's not the funniest thing I've ever put out. It's not original in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. It can get a little chuckle for me. And then we'll do a short one here. The giggles and the comedy. It's really obvious. It's not in depth. Pretty much the way you gotta update that channel trailer, Seb. Come on, bro. So the way it worked, the way it worked was Seb made these funnies videos, but he made like funnies 1 and 2 before. But did he redo the fucking thumbnails? I usually go back and watch Seb. Why am I saying Seb Thor's content is very rewatchable in my opinion. I'll watch I'll watch funnies. I think I'd say I watch funnies 6 the most. I've watched funnies 6 about like 11 times now. Trust me, I'm not sucking his dick here, but it's very rewatchable content. Anyway, the funniest stuff, it was pretty much just like a dump of clips, and at the end of the day, that's kind of just what it is. Some of it's themed, some of it is, but it's all funnies. It's all goofs and giggles and gaffs, and it has to do with clipping and making clips of stuff, which is what I did with comedy, And then I called it Giggles because it's like, oh, it's funny, but it's the word funny, just synonyms. Shut up. That's what comedy is. That's what Giggles is. Children of the Paste is themed funnies. The Cyclone is just kind of a funny little joke that was there. That's pretty much a lot of the things. Cookiez Chronicles, especially the one I just uploaded. It's just a clip dump. That's why there's like no editing. It's just because I want to get rid of the clips, have them documented somewhere where I can look at them if I want to go, haha, I want to goof and giggle at this moment. But I don't want to have 86 gigabytes taken up in my hard drive. Okay. Okay, let's stop there on that. And I gotta pull up my notepad again, because the one question I got asked was, what's my most / least favorite videos? And that is really dependent, because you gotta, there's parameters. There is fucking, this is a pen I made, by the way. You see this? I made this with my own 2 hands. I know how it works. I know how the insides work and whatnot. This thing is cool as hell, and this is like still my main pet, and I made this like a couple months ago. I should go back to that place. Okay, I'm just gonna be writing it down, and I'll probably put overlays somewhere on the whole thing. So best and worst. I'm not gonna include any unlisted stuff. Even like Fergre. Like Fergre is technically listed in playlists. I'm talking like stuff that is on the page currently. And best and worst, I'll put 1, 2, and 3. So let's get this thing a crackin'. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the worst thing I've ever. It's just like, what's my least favorite video? You know what? There's a bunch of things. It doesn't matter. So let's start off at number 3 for each. So best on the number. Oh God, I have to like change this shit around and whatnot. Okay, best on the number 3. Oh crap. Yeah, best on the number 3 is definitely going to be. I'll put Fergre Rebirth. I'll put Fergre Rebirth at 3 on the best. It's just I wasn't really sure about making a remake of Fergre. I mean, it's more or less just like a send-off, because I don't think I'm going to be doing a second one. No way in hell, man. Especially not in adult life. But it's I'm glad at the way it turned out. The music by Nathan definitely helped. He's really improved his music over time. Although he also has that thing of like, I hate 12-year-old me, therefore everything 12-year-old me made was fucking stupid. And it's like, some of those songs aren't that bad in my opinion. They're just more like goofy ass hood beats.
Grab a beard.
I don't think it turned. I think it could have been better, but I think I didn't butcher it or anything. I think it turned out in a better way. It provided a better story than the first Fergre, because you could actually tell what's going on. I'm gonna sneeze really bad. God damn it. Okay. Anyway, it turned out well. Provided a story when you could understand. Also, What was the one I liked the most? No, not yet. The end theme. Man, you want to talk about some fucking Zenate bangers? You talk about Fergre Rebirth end theme. That I might be biased because it's mine, of course. It's my video, but man, that shit is crisp and it is clean, and that is what I'm talking about. Okay, we're done. On to number 3. Worst is Brink, and you might be going, bro. Okay, this is a 26-minute video where you discussed a lot of things about Brink, and you edited the shit out of it, and it took you forever, and you got 1,000 views, which you've never really gotten before. Your goofy ass been sitting around at 100 subscribers for the past couple months, you dumbass. Yes, it did do well. Yes, it was a pretty okay video. The problem I have with it is just that this has been my coup de grace. Like, this thing has been in the mind works for like at least 4 years. Like, I had big visions for this video, and at the end of the day, when I go over it, it's like, it could have been more. It could have been more. It could have been better. It could have been so much more fleshed out and like so much more of something, but it wasn't. It disappoints me. It's a disappointing. It's Brink. It's literally Brink. It's disappointing as shit. And it kind of sucks. But it did well commercially. Hey, you know, that's Brink right there. That's literally just Brink. Third worst that I think I have. Yada yada. Who cares? Second best video I think I have. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna clump some together. But I think it makes sense. I put what the fuck? I put the second best as my entire Hotline Miami campaigns. Those have been sitting stagnant in views, and I never expected them to get any. The problem is that I was never able to upload them to the workshop due to some sort of glitch or just not wanting me to or something like that. So they are forever stuck. And also I've lost the files because I did a full clean at one point, and it just totally deleted the campaign. I just totally deleted the campaign files, so those are gone forever. You can never really play the game again, which kind of sucks, especially considering that I spent months on all of those. Like, okay, it's Hotline Miami. You wouldn't think it's that hard, but I had to custom sprite everything. This was like the first time I've ever done something like this. Custom sprite, custom levels. The level editor sucks so much ass. It was never updated, and it sucks. And I made 3 of them. 5, 2, 4. So that's 11 levels in total. It's something else. I was really sad that I didn't get more views, because I think they were interesting little stories. They were a bit fan fiction feeling, a bit fucking retarded in that sense. But I really liked making them. I guess I didn't. It's not like I was like, ugh, I'm making another thing again. Who cares? But I like him, and the only problem I think that there is that returns volume is really low for some reason. So it's kind of miserable to hear anything. But besides that, I think they're good videos. Okay, number 2, we're definitely gonna go over some bad Fergres here. Fergre 25. I just kind of forgot what it was.
The Combine have made it.
Yeah, that's Fergre. That's Fergre 25 for sure. And then there was season 3. I'm gonna sneeze again. I swear to God. If it... Anyway, I'm gonna take him from season 3 And I'm gonna pick 2. I can't really include number 29 because that was more just a segue. I think 27 was actually pretty okay. 28 was I'm definitely gonna put 26 and 28 on that. The problem with 28 is just, I mean, it's fine for the most part.
I know where I have to head next.
Thanks, bro. You can stop talking now. Just doing some. I just was here just by happen chance. Something is creating script errors. Really wish I could fix that. Anyway, 28 is just, I don't know. There's nothing to keep any. I don't think there's anything to keep someone to go back to 28. There's no reason to really rewatch 28 if you know what's gonna happen. Also, the plot is fucking finicky as shit, and I'm saying that like, bro, this plot sucks. This plot that I created sucks. Yeah, of course it sucks. I'm not that very good at videos. And then 26, I know exactly what's wrong with 26, and that is my own fucking stupidity. So, I don't. It's just fucking Mr. Cookiez, Nate Dogg 22YT, Nova the Third, Austin. He wasn't even in this episode, I don't think. But the part that was so fucking stupid about it was
Alright, get in.
Was the opening. Big fights with Combine in first person. That's Fergre for you.
Console here. What should we do about
That's fine. The problem is like Nova the Third, Nick's character, who was introduced here as the Tinker, he dies within like 30 seconds. That has to be the worst decision I think I've ever made in Fergre, because as much, you know, Nick was actually available to record stuff back then. So, fucking, you know, I could have used him for the rest of the shit. But I didn't. I was like, oh, let's have him die here because, I don't know, I probably hated him at that time. Who cares? And it's more the same. And then this part is goofy as hell because it kind of doesn't make sense. And then everything in here is weird. It's like I meet with the Combine, but the Combine are like, yeah, we want to work with you or stuff like that. Yada yada. Nate plays another character who also dies. The worst part about the whole thing is that it does not connect at all to 27. Which, I mean, I think that's honestly for the best. I would not want to pick up the pieces of this absolute dumpster fire that I left from 26. Also, 27 was a period where I was just not on good terms with the fellas. Probably because I said something incredibly racist. I was fucking 15, so that sounds like something I would do. And I used my cousin for most of it. Which, I mean, I still bring up to him that he was in Fergre, and it's like, yeah, that's funny. That gets a couple walls out of me. But it doesn't connect in any way. It's fine. Okay. Now on to the first best and the first worst. I'd say at this point in time, my best video is without a doubt got to be Project Zomboid, Me, Myself, and I. There are some things that I look back on with it and I go, that's a bit goofy. I mean, it's a Project Zomboid video. There's no way you can't make it not goofy. This is not this is not Gary's Mod, where if you put enough post-process effects and good add-ons in, you can turn it into the most serious thing ever. It's Project Zomboid. It's like if you're trying to record a roleplay thing in Dota 2. But anyway, Project Zomboid, Me, Myself, and I, which I dubbed Project Zomboid M3, which is the video I am very slowly making a sequel to. I just wish that I had that. I mean, I could. I just need to. I'm going through processes. It's I didn't. I don't know. I didn't. I don't think I asked Nate to make any music for it because I figured, you know, why would he want to? Anyway, I think I got the general feel pretty much down to nigh. The music, especially Here Be Monsters, I'm never gonna top that opening sequence. In the world, church rang a bell. Never gonna top that. Like, never. That is the peak of my life. Everything will be downhill after that. I don't have to say much. If you haven't watched that, there's a reason I put that on the first page of my channel. Watch that. If you like little story things, watch it. If you're a little fucker who only enjoys shenanigans, then watch Skibbity Toilet. Watch this video. Dumbass. Okay, what's the #1 worst video I've ever made? I could say something like, it's fucking this one because it's really bad or something, or you know, it's like obviously meant to be terrible. That doesn't make it terrible. If we're talking worst, like, I would never want to watch it. I think it's of low quality. I think it's not good, doesn't belong on the channel. It's a fucking hard choice. I could say the entirety of Cookie Chronicles. I'm not going to, though. This is hard. I got it. I don't know if this belongs as like the worst of all time on my channel, but if we're talking like the worst that I never rewatch, is definitely the Rescue Ranger video. Not because I take back really the points that I have on it, although I do use it a little bit more now, because I see it is sort of good as it's like a Crusader's crossbow. I don't know, offensive. The problem is I tried to make like a TF2 commentary video.
I really don't like the Rescue.
And it did not. Dude, this is so fucking stupid. Like, do not watch this video. The audio quality is terrible. The frames are terrible. You got, I don't know what I was trying to do, some like you know, Avatar talking to you thing. It was just really lazy the whole time, and honestly, now I think I'll probably just stick to webcam stuff if I need to, unless people really don't like me, in which case I'll just have no webcam and just talk over stuff. But man, I do not like watching this video. I don't think I have for a long time, and I don't think I will. So, yeah, that's my best and worst. Moving on, because I do not want this to be a 50-minute video like the TF2 Scream Force one. Alright, let's talk about a couple more things, and then that'll be it. Let's see. Anyway, I guess Chronicle can deserve to be talked about in some way. Chronicle was kind of like... I don't know how to describe it now that I think about it. And now I look Cookiez Chronicle. What am I doing? Chronicle was just kind of a thing. It was recorded in Sub Rosa, if you remember what that game was. Fortunately, Sub Rosa is like gone now, because the developer A sucks a huge case of fucking dick, and B ruined the game with updates and then just went, sorry, not gonna fix it. I give up on game. Bye bye now. Like, man, revert it back to when it was good. It was. All you do that, the community just runs with it. That's what like Valve does. But with the current version it's on, it just sucks now, and there's no way to go back. So it's just kind of a shitty game now and dead. Nobody plays it anymore. This is kind of weird. I don't really know how to describe it, honestly. If you can describe it to me, go ahead. Now, I'll tell you what I can describe is the Gary's Mod, I'm going to call it the Line series of videos, which encompasses Open Peace, Memories, the Line, Subjects, and I think that's it. So, Open Peace started with just like it was more just like a reflection on like old things I had made, and like a big brain ideas of like how we create the prisons around ourselves, 40-minute white guy left-leaning video essay sort of shit. Who cares? Then it kind of got more developed. Memories is just Jacob's Ladder. If you haven't seen Jacob's Ladder, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But the whole thing that I just kind of recreated and put in this whole thing. Who the fuck is Lawson Wallace? Oh, Skibbity Man 6. Okay. Pretty much what this is Vietnam War. And then gets shot, and it's like he wakes up in an hour and he's like, oh, I was dreaming from my days back in the Vietnam War. Gotta get to work. Goes to work. Sees a gun. Has another flashback to when he was shot and then was discovered, and it's like, oh, you can see creepy stuff, because creepy stuff, he's like having delusions and stuff, and then he goes to work, and he has another flashback to him getting medevaced, and then he gets to work, and he's like, wait a minute, what's that creepy void? That wasn't there before. And then he goes in, and he pretty much is like, wait a minute, I know why I'm here. And he switches back into his Vietnam gear and just walks off into the Line, which is what I called it. It's not very creative. But then the revelation is he was dead the entire time, so he was dreaming. Sorry, by the way, I just spoiled the entirety of fucking Jacob's Ladder for you. Which is actually a really damn good movie. You guys should watch it. It has Macaulay Culkin in it. Like, pre-drugs Macaulay Culkin, I mean. And pre-Michael Jackson, I'm pretty sure. But he was dead and he was dreaming the entire time. It was in his afterlife. Whatever, who cares? Then the Line was the one that actually started to dream it, which kind of connected it together a bit, kind of not. It's pretty much like there's an infinite amount of Malo 4s. If you couldn't tell, I used Malo 4 as my Gary's Mod Citizen. Most people, use Malo 7. I stick with a Malo 4. Anyway, there's an infinite amount of Malo 4s and and that stuff. And when they all die, they get sent to this giant void, which is like purgatory, pretty much. And then you either go to hell, you go to heaven, or you stay in purgatory to help those move along. And then subjects is where it gets really fucky. Because it's pretty much, we're in purgatory again, but the purgatory's opened. Somebody's controlling the purgatory. And it's discovered on this monitor that there are more people living in their own purgatory. So presumably, well, what we know for a fact is, was that Malo 5, I want to say? Malo 5s and Malo 4s live in sorts of purgatory, and it's like being overlorded by the Malo 07s. This is some skibbity toilet shit, man. I gotta stop. It doesn't matter at all. It ends with just like a funny, what the blazes, and then he just flies off. And I think I realized after that, I was like, God damn, this is stupid. It just kind of ended there. Philosophical stuff done. Who cares? All right. And then let's do one more, and then that'll be it. If we even have one more to do, which I don't even know if we do. I'm gonna call this miscellaneous section. We're just gonna go over the outlier ones. So the custom arm animations and tune animations, those are pretty simple. They are just the animation mods. I don't use those anymore. They existed, so that's cool. Finch and Synergy Jumping Boys Hit the Streets. This is funny clips turned into just for Synergy. This is just me painting a bunch of fish in TF2. Mini food review there was no gag to it really. It was just me eating food with Black Ops 2 in the background. That's kind of the end of that. And then Batman subclass again, just another funny video, funny haha. Give me a chuckle. A bunch of these are just that. We're not ending off on a bang here because game is just funny haha. Slip Out is just another funny haha. The Last of the Brinkers is pretty much just a trailer for the Brink video, if that makes sense. And then, I mean, that's about all there is leading up to, Brink, 4 days ago, 21 hours ago. Those make sense. I don't have to explain those. But that's about it. I'm gonna add. Oh, hold on a second. I got this in the bag. Okay. What I thought didn't actually work. Sorry, cannot help you. That's about it though. Yeah.